this is Lister and welcome to this little tutorial video. This is for a new waterless mob farm. Some of you may have seen my old one that was kind of like a funnel thing. This one, it's slightly different. It gives more spawning opportunities. It doesn't funnel them down, so it's not an XP grinder. It is only for the drops. I kind of developed this because I've been using Dan's Better Skyblock add-on, and you need the mob drops. So this is what I have done it for. I will show you how to do it quite briefly. I'm not going to do a really long video tutorial because lots of people complain that I take too long and it's only 5 minutes, and you know. So I'm only going to show you the basics, but I'll give you the dimensions as I go. So I've set up a little skyblock island here, one tree and some dirt, and that's about it. This is the sort of island you will use it for because there's nothing here, no chests, no water, no lava, nothing like that. You have to earn that and craft it and so on. So I will show you how to put this together. Right, so to start with, I've come out 24 blocks away from the island. I usually reckon to do 24 blocks because that's how far away you need to be from your mob farm for it to start working. Minimum 24 blocks. Now, we could do that up in the air as well, but it's kind of a bubble, so it starts at 24 and goes outwards. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put out a platform here, which is going to be 20 by 20. So although this is only one wide, it's going to be off center, if you know what I mean. So let me just quickly do that. So this is the 20 by 20 platform. You can see I've made this gangway too wide now, so it's all OCD protected. And what I've also done here, I've marked the corners of where we're going to build up in the sky. So this is 5 in from each side. Let me just stand on here. So it's 5 in from the back and it's 5 in from the side. Right there, and I've marked out the 4 corners because the spawning platforms are going to be 10 by 10. So this is exactly a 10 by 10 area. Now, you don't need to leave these corners. I've just done it to mark it out so you can see it. And what I'm going to do, how I would normally build this is I would pile up from one of these corners so that I can start my spawning platforms. So I'm going to do that and then we'll get started. And that's 24 blocks up. So you can see in the top corner there, we're now at 84, where we were at 60. So that's going to be a 24.5 block drop. So most things should die. You may get some mobs that have got armour surviving. I had some baby mobs surviving occasionally. So if you're concerned about that at all, just go up another few blocks, you know, maybe go up to 30, something like that. But I don't mind a bit of XP, so I'm going to leave it at 24. Now what we're going to do from here is we're going to draw out our spawning platforms. Now we're going to do these in a grid kind of strips. Now I used to do like a checkerboard thing, but it's just as effective doing strips with slots. So I'm going to show you what I mean. This is number 1, so I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that brings us bang in line with the next corner, like this. So we're going to do a circle of 10 all the way around. Like that. So that's the starting point of it. You can see where the island is. Now what I normally do here, I like to see what's spawning, so I'm going to do my slots this way. So it's like 8 slots across, like that. Well, blocks to create the slots, and these slots are 2 blocks wide. There we go. And then we're going to put buttons on the inside. Again, this makes a block that the mob thinks is a spawn, not a spawnable block, but it can pathfind over these buttons. So it thinks it's a block and it walks across and then falls down. Right, I'm going to finish this layer off. And that's as simple as that. There we go. So it's a 10 by 10 platform with the buttons, that is 100 blocks right there. 100 blocks per layer. I'm going to do 6 layers, so that's going to be 600 blocks for these layers. If you want to count in the rest of it, the base at the bottom there, that 20 by 20, obviously that's 400 slabs, which is 200 planks. You need some pile-up blocks, don't forget that, so you want half a stack for piling up, and then this 100 per layer. So we're going to get these 6 layers done. So there we go, that's 6 layers all the way up. You can see the buttons, they're all lined up as well. Now the reason they're lined up is so that wherever they spawn in these layers, if they walk off, they've got a fairly good chance of falling all the way down to the bottom. So it's not clogging up the spawner, it clears it really quickly. That's the whole point. Now what we're also going to do now is we're going to put a roof on this thing, and the roof is going to extend sort of 5 blocks out in every direction so that all this is in shadow. That way we'll get spawns in the daytime as well as the nighttime. I'm going to do that and I shall bring you back. The roof is going to be 24 by 24. It's going to be planks and then lower slabs on top. As you can see, I've got planks there and then slabs, and that will make sure it covers the whole thing. It's 576 planks and 288 planks for the slabs on top. So that's what a 24 by 24 roof looks like. I will just show you as well, it's completely dark under there. As you can see, all those layers are dark. Now what we want is, we don't want things spawning up here. And used to be that we would spam torches all over here, but these days you can get patrols and you can get passive mobs spawning up here and all sorts of things. So that's why I don't use torches anymore, I use slabs. So I am basically going to slab on top of this, and then nothing can spawn up here. Right, that's got the area all slabbed up, so we're going to get nothing spawning up here at all now. Or we shouldn't do. I haven't had anything yet, but I don't want to promise and then it fails. But I have never had any issues with things up here. Now what I've done, I've left a hole just there, because what I've done below, if you were building this, you would need a way down, and you can see that pillar of planks all the way down to the bottom. So that's going to be our escape route. So we're going to go down here and we're going to break our way down, and we come down to these layers down here. So we must just fix this as we go down. Now the last thing you're going to want to do is leaves. We put leaves at head height all the way around on the spawning areas, so that when the mobs spawn they get pushed straight off immediately. So all we're going to do is find the corner, oh that's the island down there, and put a leaf there, and we're basically going to go along and put leaves all the way around these areas like that, so that we've got leaves basically reflecting the pattern below, as you can see there, and look. And I've done everything except this last corner that I'm on, so that we can come down, put the last leaf in place, come down to the next layer, put the plank back, and do the same again with the leaves. So here we are on the corner of the last layer. So we're going to fill this one in, and then we're going to go down our little pile. Oh, we've got some cows. Excellent. That'll be a good start. Got some leather already. Yeah, so let's break our way down here. Let's put in the last leaf. We'll put in the last plank, and then we're just going to drop our way down here. Made that mistake before. Not going to do that again. We're going to replace these. If you had torches, I suppose you could light this area up. It won't affect that that area up there. But I'm going to get rid of these so it's nice and clean. Hello cows. Oh, you're living on the edge, aren't you? Right, and there we go. So let's see how this thing does. And there they go. All drop to their death. And again, isn't it weird that they spawn in a line like that? I have noticed that myself. Got a spider in there wandering about, but he'll soon drop away once he's stopped dancing. There he goes. There's another load. Yeah, they all seem to spawn in the same areas. That's very interesting. I do believe they have changed mob spawning a little bit, so the rates aren't as good as they used to be for mob farms, but they're pretty good. Now you will get, there we go, look, you can see there's a baby one there. Now obviously they're not pushed off by the leaves, but they will still walk off eventually. Excellent. Right, let's go and have a look at the drops. Obviously, if you're not playing with Dan's add-on, you won't see the lucky cookies or the crooks or the cobwebs or other things that they drop, because there are other things as well. But we can just wander around. Some of them drop gravel, as you can see here, as well. Oh, there's some more. Lovely. Heck of a lot of drops, and this has only been a few minutes. I may have chopped and speeded this up, but it has literally not even been 5 minutes since we've come down, and we've got quite a lot of stuff there already. You can see how OP this is. Yes, so obviously we're in creative mode, but oh, he was riding. Do you see him? He was riding. So you will get these situations where sometimes they do survive. If you're worried about it, like I say, make this a little bit higher, so it's like a 30 drop instead of 24. But these guys aren't too bad. It's the babies you want to watch. If you're playing the add-on, the babies are lethal, absolutely lethal. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think we've proved the point. Yeah, just leave him sitting there. Anyway, hope that is useful to you. I find it is amazing on any Skyblock map, not just the better Skyblock map, any Skyblock map. So hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye bye.